Back in the kitchen with Greer working on one of my favorite types of dishes, chicken pasta type things.
Me
Tell the
too.
folks a little bit about this dish you're working on today.
Okay, we are making a healthy version of a pasta dish, which sometimes can be difficult, but I promise I had it for supper last night and it's good and it was husband approved, so everyone should like it. So we got started on the noodles. I took 8 ounces of whole wheat pasta and I just salted some water. We've let that boil for about 9 minutes and now I'm adding a cup of frozen peas that I just thawed. So we're just gonna let those hang out in there for 30 seconds to a minute, or to when you get to drain it.
Okay.
So that's just gonna take the chill off of those. And we've also had these vegetables in the oven. We took a small onion, 8 ounces of mushrooms, and a large head of broccoli. We tossed it in a tablespoon of olive oil, half a teaspoon of salt, a quarter teaspoon of pepper. It's been in the oven for about 10 minutes on 350. And now I'm just going to add the tomatoes and put it back in the oven. So these can soften up, but we don't want the tomatoes to go the whole time because we want them to keep some of their shape.
You eat with your eyes first and look at the screen. That looks like a beautiful picture on there, looking fantastic.
So we know it's going to be good for us with all these pretty colors. And we're using chicken today in our pasta. And you could certainly use a rotisserie chicken. You could do what I did, which is just I took boneless, skinless chicken breast, 1.5 pounds, and I just cooked it in my crock pot. And then I just shred it up. So any kind of, if you like white or dark meat, I like white meat, so I use chicken breast. And 1.5 pounds is about 3 cups or so.
Okay.
So have that shredded. And we can whip up our sauce real quick, which is super easy. It is a cup of Greek yogurt, just plain Greek yogurt. And
Healthy.
Healthy. I'm going to add a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and I cook a lot with Dijon mustard because it's a great flavor enhancer to really anything you're doing, and of course, mustard is good for you too. And a tablespoon of that, and then I'm just going to spice it up a little bit. I have half a teaspoon of oregano. I have half a teaspoon of black pepper. Half a teaspoon of salt, and the same of garlic powder. So that's it. Once we get the pasta drained and these vegetables back out of the oven, we're just going to be able to toss everything together with this and just add some chicken broth in there.
All right, looking forward to seeing the finished product. If you'd like to get the recipe, it is online now on the Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com. Checking back in just a bit.